In this movie, we need to add quotes and references to paragraphs from an essay on gaming, and we'll do this in the 4 main styles. Here you can see the very end of the introduction, and here is the first body paragraph, which is going to argue that gaming is not a problem, and so it needs proof of that. And here is that proof. It's from a book by Susan Mackenzie and talks about a study in America which supports your point perfectly, so you're going to quote it in your essay. It's always a good idea to take notes on things you want to put in your essay, for 2 reasons. 1, it makes you think about the actual meaning of what you're reading, and 2, it stops you from copying language, so it can help prevent plagiarizing. So these are notes on this text. It's from Braxton University in the US. It compared 234 gamers and non-gamers over a year, and they were 12% less likely to be in trouble. So now think about how to put the quote in, direct or indirect a paraphrase. The latter is more flexible and means you can summarize, so pick that. Remember the 4 main ways to put any quote in, because it must be grammatical, so fit into a sentence. Let's go for the second one, name or noun plus verb plus that plus sentence. So start with the noun, and it's actually a string of nouns, so a report by Braxton University in the United States on the behavior of gamers and non-gamers. Then put in the verb found, then that, and then the sentence with the 12% figure. Then it's a good idea to conclude and really show the relevance of the quote. So you could use a concluding type phrase such as "this would seem to suggest," where "would seem" does not sound too definite, rather quite measured. Then put your conclusion, so there's no link between gaming and bad behavior. That's one way of putting this information in, though there are obviously lots of alternatives. And the last thing you need to do is put in the reference, which remember refers to your bibliography. So here it is. First the bracket styles of Harvard and APA, and then MLA without the year, and here is MHRA style, superscript and footnote, with details in full, because this is the first mention of this book, and remember the name is not reversed, unlike the bibliography. The second time it would just be the surname plus page number. Now take a look at the second body paragraph of this essay on gaming. It gives the opposite point of view, saying that gaming could be a problem. Again, it needs proof, a quote to back it up and strengthen it. And here it is, this time from a book by Mattock and Crichton. Again, try and take notes on the main content. It says that most male teenagers have spent a year playing violent video games. Then it says the defendant in a murder case claimed playing a game non-stop influenced him. Then decide to use either a direct or indirect quote, a paraphrase, and we'll go for the latter again. And next, think about how to put the quote in. Let's start with the first way, according to, then the name. So, according to research by the charity Childhood Matters, and then the first sentence on 18-year-olds. Then carry on summarizing this quote using the second way, using a name and verb. So, they point to. Then continue the sentence on the murder case. And after that, maybe add a concluding phrase and really bring the point out. And last, add the reference. So here is Harvard style. Here is APA. Here is MLA with no year. And here is MHRA, again in full because this is the first mention of this book. Again, the second time it would just be the surname plus page number. And that's it. Though again, there are lots of possibilities. So next, have a go yourself.